Hey everyone, this is Pallavi and today we are exploring the fifth game of the book, The Most Instructive Games of Chess Ever Played by Irving Chernoff. This game, titled The Passed Pawn, was played between Rubinstein and Duras in Vienna in 1908. Featuring the Queen's Pawn game, it beautifully demonstrates the power of a passed pawn in the endgame. I'm not sure what you will enjoy more, Rubinstein's powerful move early in the game to win a pawn or his skillful play afterward to make the most of his advantage. His queen sacrifice is bold and clear. His winning plan can be summed up as trading off as many pieces as possible to simplify the position, then giving up the extra pawn on one side to create a strong passed pawn on the other, pushing the passed pawn to become a queen. And now let's see the game. So white started with d4, black played d5, knight f3, c5, e3, knight f6. Now white played d takes c5. And now black played queen to a5, check on the king. Bringing the queen out too early is risky. A safer way to recover the pawn is e6. White cannot keep the pawn because after b4, a5, c3, a takes b4, c takes b4 and then b6, and now bishop to a3. Then black can continue with b takes c5, b takes c5, rook takes a3, knight takes a3, queen to a5, check, winning two pieces for a rook. So after queen a5 check, white played knight b d2. Now black captured, queen takes c5, then a3, queen c7, c4. Black played d takes c4. This move weakens the center and aids white's development. A better choice is e6. Now white played knight takes c4, bishop to g4. Back in 1895, Lasker advised knights before bishops, but black played bishop to g4 first. Now white played b4, knight c6, bishop b2, developing the bishop, and then black played b5. A shaky attempt to drive back the knight, but Rubinstein has a brilliant plan ahead. Knight ce5, knight takes knight, knight takes knight, and then bishop takes queen on d1. Now white played bishop takes b5, check. Black played knight d7. If instead king to d8, then rook takes d1 check, king c8, bishop a6 check, king b8, knight c6 check, queen takes c6, bishop e5 check, queen d6, rook c1, followed by rook c8, checkmate. So after bishop b5 check, black covered with the knight. Now white played bishop takes d7 check, black captured with the queen. Now if instead king to d8, then rook takes d1, threatening knight takes f7 checkmate and etc., leaves black helpless to ward off the many threats. Now after bishop takes d7, queen takes d7, knight takes queen, and then the black bishop went to h5. White played knight e5, saved the knight, rook c8. And now white played g4. Black has only option bishop g6, and now white captured, knight takes g6. The two bishops might enable black to put up a good deal of resistance, so Rubinstein removes one of them. In return, black gets an open file for his king rook. H takes g6. And now white played bishop d4, attacking the a7 pawn. Now black played a6. White went king to d2. The king advances to the center to play an active role in the endgame. Black played f6, preparing to drive out the bishop with e5. Now white played rook a c1, challenges black to either exchange rooks or lose control of the open file. Now black played rook takes rook, and then white played rook takes rook. Better than capturing with the king, the rook should be active in the endgame. not passive on h1 protecting an h2 pawn. Now black played e5. Instead of e5, had black captured rook takes h2, then rook c8 check, king f7, king a2 supporting f2, e5, bishop c5, bishop takes bishop, rook takes bishop, then rook h8, rook c7 check, king e6, rook a7, and white will soon have two connected passed pawns. Now after e5, white played bishop c5, black captured rook cross h2, rook takes h2. Now instead of capturing the pawn, had black played bishop takes c5, then rook takes c5, threatening rook c8, and it's a skewer. Let's say black plays king to d7, then rook a5, rook a8, b5, and white has a winning game. So after bishop c5, rook takes h2, white played bishop takes f8, king takes f8, now king e2 supporting f2. Black played e4, controlling d3 and f3 squares. White played rook to c6, black played rook g2, then rook takes a6 and rook takes g4. The material is equal, but Rubinstein holds a significant positional advantage with his two connected passed pawns, each capable of becoming a queen. White played rook a7. The rook quickly moves to take control of the 7th rank almost by instinct. Now black played rook g1, white played b5. Passed pawn must be pushed. Rook b1, white played a4, g5, rook b7, supporting the b5 pawn so that this pawn can push without being worried of the b5 pawn getting captured. Now rook a1. Now white played b6. Rubinstein doesn't waste time saving both pawns. One pawn in the right hands is enough to win. Rook takes a4, rook a7 offers a rook exchange, which black cannot accept and clears the path for the pawn to advance. Now rook b4, and then white played b7 with the threat of winning by rook a8 check followed by queening the pawn. Now black played g4, white played rook 8 check, king f7, and then b8 promotes to queen. And then black continued with rook takes b8, rook takes b8, king e6, rook e8 check, king f5, king f1, and now black resigned. If continued with g3, then f takes g3, king g4, king g2, supporting the g3 and also controlling these two squares. And let's say after this f5, then rook e7, g5, rook g7, f4, e takes f4, e3, and now a checkmate in one move, rook takes g5. Now let's see the key lessons learned from this game. There are 7 lessons. Number 1 is the importance of positional advantage. Rubinstein capitalizes on his connected passed pawns, demonstrating how a strong positional advantage can outweigh material equality. Number 2 is active piece play. The rook's activity on the 7th rank emphasizes how crucial it is to keep pieces active, especially in the endgame, rather than leaving them passive. Number 3, simplifying the position. Rubinstein often simplifies the position through exchanges, which helps him transition into a winning endgame with fewer obstacles. Number 4, pawn power. The game highlights the potential of passed pawns, showing how they can become a decisive force when supported and advanced correctly. Number 5 is timing of exchange. Rubinstein offers a rook exchange at the right moment, forcing black to either accept a disadvantageous trade or lose of key squares, showcasing the importance of timing in exchanges. Number 6, king activation. The king's move toward the center to participate in the endgame is a reminder that the king is an important attacking piece in the final stages of the game. Number 7, avoiding passive defense. The lesson that passive defense, like leaving a rook on h1 to protect a pawn, is less effective than using the rook actively to attack or defend key squares. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned some valuable chess lessons from this game as well. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share to support the channel, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on more instructive chess contents. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.